Okay, so I had to make a video on this. So Angel Reese has called out the Chicago Sky organization. I'm glad that she didn't. So I'll get into the quotes. So here is one of the quotes. She said, "I'm very vocal about what we need and what I want." Reese said, "I like to be here for my career, but if things don't pan out, obviously I have to move in a different direction and do what's best for me. But while I am here, I'm going to try and stay as open-minded about what I have here and maximize it as much as I can." Reese has no trouble coming up with ideas for how to improve the Sky and sharing them with anyone in authority, from General Manager Jeff Pagliocca to owner Michael Alter. She wants expanded office spaces and training facilities to give the organization more comparable work environments to competitors around the league. She wants a more dynamic style of play on the court. She wants the Sky to establish a more cohesive identity regardless of personnel, and she wants head coach Tyler Marsh to coach players harder. So yeah, like that's the first part, okay? Then here's another part. She said, "I'm not selling for the same shit. We did this last year." Reese told the Tribune, "We have to get good players. We have to get great players. That's a non-negotiable for me. I'm willing and wanting to play with the best. And however I can to help the best get here, that's what I'm going to do this offseason." So it's going to be very, very important this offseason to make sure we attract the best of the best, because we can't settle for what we have this year. Exactly. And so my take on this, I really agree with what Angel has said. We've been saying it all season. I just feel the Chicago Sky organization does not value Angel Reese enough, okay? This is your star player. You treat her as such. I don't know if you guys saw, but last year they got her this cake for breaking the most consecutive double-doubles record. And that was such a basic-ass cake. I think they gave her fake flowers this year. It's just little things like that. And you can just tell that they don't appreciate her the way that she should be appreciated, okay? So that's one. And it's just like they don't realize, like, we only watch this team for Angel, okay? Angel leaves this team. You know how much that's gonna fuck up their revenue and all that other shit, and they're losing a great player on top of that. Like, I'm glad that she's putting pressure on the front office and saying, look, if things don't change, I'm gonna be leaving here. Like, Angel deserves to be on a team that's gonna consistently make playoffs, and Angel is a good enough player to be like, you know, a second option or a third option on like a team to make the playoffs. Like, Angel's very much a star. Angel's very much a star. You know what I'm saying? And so she very much deserves to be in that. Like, it's very annoying, people blaming the team not making the playoffs on her. When, number one, the first year she got hurt and there was other injuries. And so, you know, had those things not happened, I think they would have been a playoff team. And, like, they were getting better toward a stretch. And number two, you've seen the roster this year with players like Kia Nurse, Rachel Banham, fucking Uzun. She can't even average video game numbers in Turkey, mind you. Like, these are my problems. These are my problems. Like, it just annoys me. It just annoys me. Angel is only one player. She can only do so much. And I understand her being like, I do not want to waste my career. Like, I don't want to rot here. She should be somewhere that's going to be a consistent contender. And that's why people saying Angel to the Liberty, because she loves it over there. And there's some people saying that, you know, the people in Phoenix calling her the Valley Barbie. She said she loves playing in Phoenix. Like, Chicago needs to realize, if they fuck this up for Angel, plenty of teams are going to be knocking on Angel's door and saying, look, we would like to sign you, okay? And they could get some good compensation. Angel's worth at least, you know, a first round pick or two, honestly, with her production. Maybe you throw a player in there. Like, she's just so good. She's just so good. And so I hope that they do right by her, okay, because she's so loyal to Chicago. You know, she's always trying to recruit people to come over there. Apparently, people said she's trying to recruit Kalia Copper to come back over there. She's trying to recruit, she tried to recruit Gabby Williams, and we know Gabby Williams' situation with Chicago, so there's that. And then another thing is, like, we all agree that Chicago was, like, a situation in terms of the roster construction and, you know, the facility and all those other things. And we've been saying that all year. But when Angel says it, like, now it's a problem. Now it's a problem. And people saying that Angel's not a draw enough to play in Chicago. Angel very much is a draw, but people don't want to be in that fucked up organization that does not treat its players right, and they see all the shit that's happening. Like, at the beginning of the year, you guys understand how bad it was for Chicago Sky. That first Liberty game, worst game I've seen this year. They, like, the Liberty set a record for most three-pointers made in a game with 19. Phoenix blew us out so bad that Tyler didn't even let his starters finish the game. He took them out in the third quarter. Like, you guys don't understand, if you have not been watching the Chicago Sky all year, how grim that this team has been, okay? And without Angel, they get blown out on a consistent basis. They only won one game without Angel. So yeah, like, my take on this is Angel's 100% right. Angel's your franchise player. You do right by her. You help her. Like, bro, nobody wants to go to Chicago, so they have to do that through the draft. But they gave up draft assets to where, they're not going to be in the lottery. Well, they might be like number 5 in the lottery, something like that. But you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Like, and the blame has to be put on Jeff for his terrible moves with the roster. And same thing with Tyler and Tyler's coaching, because this is why people don't want to come to Chicago. This is a shit situation, okay? Angel's just trying to make the best of it because she's already there. But look, you don't do what Angel wants and you don't help her and build around her, she's going to leave, okay? And yeah, I'm glad she's saying that. I'm glad she's saying that, bro. Next year, sure they keep fucking that shit up. Angel, request that trade midseason for me, okay? Because yeah, the only reason I watch this team is for her, and she keeps us in so many games, okay? And people do not understand that. People don't understand her, that she elevates everybody around her and makes them better. She averages a double-double. She still puts up solid numbers with a trash situation. Tyler was using her at the beginning of the season as a screener and an offensive rebounder only, okay? And was not setting plays for her. And this day, like, most of the time, she's still not getting plays set for her. She's just getting it out of the mud. In that second New York Liberty game, she said, fuck it, we ball. And the GM was even saying, we need more production from Angel. I think it was after the game. But like I said, where the fuck was everybody else at in that game? You know, the second one. If you guys watch that game, you know what I'm talking about. Angel's the only one who played well in that game. She's the only one who played well in that game. And saying we need more production when the coach in question is not helping Angel get more production, when Tyler just started giving Angel flowers 2 weeks ago. Like people said, like, it's just weird. It's just weird, the stuff that people say about Angel. It's a situation. Everybody knows that. Angel has the heart of a champion, and she wants to win. And she said, I want better teammates. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. So yeah, I just had to make a video on this to say, Angel, you're right. If you request that trade, I'm going to wherever you go. But I'm glad she said this. I'm glad she put some pressure. I hope things will get better. But like she said, if things don't get better, then she out. So yeah, let me know what you guys think below, but that's my take.